33 degrees. It's up now to 48 degrees, so it's not so bad. But I decided to come down and finish one project and do another little project, and we'll discuss it when we get there. Into the property now. Leaves are really starting to fall. That's probably when I'll mow next, is to mow the leaves more than anything. I'm going to try to finish the stepping stones outside the north bathroom today. Give a solid base underneath the door so that in the spring I can do repair on the doors. Turn you on just a second. Okay. First thing I do is groan when I get out of the car. Let's unlock the pump room and the bathroom. Slight breeze, and with that 46-degree temperature, it's a bit cool. That's why I got a sweatshirt on. Still up around 50. Turn the pump on. Here's the steps that we're going to reposition underneath the door here. Let's disconnect the hose here and turn the water on. Get rid of the water that's been sitting there for a week. Here's what I did last week. Looks like it's set up pretty good. And it's pretty solid. Real solid. And it goes underneath both sides of the door, which is exactly what I wanted. Sink, flush the toilet. Pump is on. Make sure this faucet turns off before I leave. Oh, am I going to have to turn the water off? Just turn the water off out here. Let the pump get up to pressure and see if that faucet turns off. Even this broken one seems nice and solid. It turned off. Good. You can see it's been, 2 weeks, and the grass still hasn't grown all that much. I mean, that side yard could be mowed, but we just barely know where it's at. Feel warmer inside, I would think. Barely. Oh, hose fell down. And let there be light. And there's light. Clock hasn't changed, so the power has stayed on. I'll go ahead and turn that one on. Run water through there. Okay, the other job I want to do is I want to take down the goose fences. There hasn't been any geese here for at least a month now, maybe longer. There we go. Nice and cool out here. And I have on a big sweatshirt, and it still feels slightly cool. Yep, the one kept water out of it, but you can see there's water formed in that from last weekend's rain. Oh, the wonders of wearing jeans. Pants are so tight. Oh, let's go ahead and tighten this up some more. I doubt if it'll keep it from holding water, but hopefully it'll keep it from holding so much water. Oh. Water's still down to the end of the ditch. Got a lot of leaves that need to come down yet. Maybe by next week, be ready to mow. Maybe I can bring down some more rock next week. Definitely need some down around here, especially this end. Keep the water from flowing out this way and taking the soil with it, and down at the other end a little more too. Well, first thing I'm going to do is take down these fences. I'll turn you back on when I get started. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open up this temporary shed the rest of the way. That's where I'm going to store the fence. That's done. Let's take down the fence. I'm just going to get a cutter and cut those plastic ties. Side is done. Now we'll do the front. To be honest, I thought this sweatshirt was going to be a bit much, but the breeze that's coming off that water really feels cool. My hands are, you can feel the cold in my hands. The goose fence is down. I think I'm going to leave the poles there for a while, see what happens to them over the winter. Okay, now back on this project. I need to go get the tools, but we'll need a rake to rake all this area up. We've got 4 of these, so I'm going to put 2 right up against the concrete. Try to level them off to the concrete, and then 2 more back here behind them. So I'm going to need some fill rock in here after I take up the dirt. So I need to get the shovel, the rake, the pick, and the leaf rake to get all this stuff up. Put the stuff together now. Those are about 1.5 inches in height. So I want to dig down 2 inches. Actually, I'll probably go down about 2.5 inches. Put some rock in there to bring it up to 2 inches, and then use that paper space to fill in that other 1/2 inch so that it'll make it easier to level them. It's only down about 1.5 inches, so I need to dig down about. It's only about 1.5 inches down right now, so I need to dig down another inch. Fill in with rock. And I need to see how wide I need to be. Go from the outside edge, measure those two width, and come over that distance. 3.5, that's 47 inches. 47 inches. That's just an inch short of this seam. Before I dig out too much, I need to get my level and see what the slope is right there. Hopefully it's not going to be that hard to slope it down this way. But I'm going to also stop and take a break, rest my sore back. Okay, I brought my level out. I still need to go down about 1.5 inches up by the concrete. And the level says I'm running uphill, so I need to bring it down about 2 inches out here. So I got some digging to do. Show you when I'm finished, but I was taking the extra dirt, putting it on the south side around the rock that I put down last week. Trying to provide a base for it to keep it from washing away. There's such a big drop, I worry about rainwater flowing through there and washing it out into the lawn. So hopefully this helps hold it in place. about 3 inches down. Well, they put in an inch of rock somewhere around there, up a little bit, and put that paver base under it, and that'll get me up to the level of the concrete. I need a chair, take a break, clean the rocks out of my shoes. I will turn you back on when I get started again. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, the break's over. Back to digging. Okay, it's at least 2.5 inches down, and it does actually slope away from the bathroom door. So I'm going to take another break before I use the rake and try to level that a little better. And then we're going to get some rock from the back of the driveway and fill that in before we put a paver in there to see how close we are to the level of the concrete. I'm going to turn you off here, and I need to change batteries. Okay, I took a little break, put a battery in the other camera, and I thought before I get too tired digging, which that digging is killing me, I'd come back here and get some get a load of rock, fill rock, before I get too tired to do anything. Brought a rake back with me too to clean off the rock. It's got a lot of leaves and other crap on it. It's 22 shovel loads. That should be plenty. If not, I'll have to take another break before I come back. Well, after I took my short break, I went and got a whole load of fill rock. What I need to do now is just chop up the ground a little and get it smoothed out. And we'll see what it looks like. Put the fill rock in there and try to get a fairly even slope going out, and see where we're at from there. I need to go get my knee pad. Okay, I got my knee pad. When I look at it from the side, it looks pretty good. Looks like the outside edges are a little low, but that'll be filled in with rock. I'm going to measure a few places, see how it looks. need to go get a saw and cut the bottom of the paneling off on both sides of the door so that I can sit right up against the concrete at the level of the door. get a little screwdriver or a big screwdriver or a straight edge or something to run down between the concrete and the block. There's a few little rocks in there that's keeping it from going directly up against concrete. Back at it. The pavers don't have a 90-degree angle on from the top. It's slightly beveled out, maybe 4 or 5 degrees, and that way they won't sit flush up against each other. But I'll throw a little paver over the top of it and hope to get some concrete down in there. It doesn't look too bad. I didn't take as much care with this back one since it's broken, but as long as it's leaning away from the building, it shouldn't put any water there. I'm going to take a little break and then I'm going to clean up and start filling in around it. Brought some rock up to spread around. While digging around to get the excess dirt up, I found the missing piece of this one. So I'm going to dig this out a little and see if I can't place it. I need to bring some mortar down and throw some mortar on it. Let it harden. Either that or some paver seal. Need to get another load of rock spread around here. So as I level that out, I'm going to take this dirt that I dug up and put it over there on the side yard where sweet gums were and where the ruts are developing. Oh, I haven't seen the sky so blue in I don't know how long. That's how it looks so far. I've taken all the small tools inside. I'm going to pass over here with a rake. I'll rake this up. I think you can see the rut that's starting to develop. It is all the roots, stump, what's left of the stump, that are dying from that sweet gum that was down in here. I've been working on this for about 4 hours, and I am worn out. I don't know what I'm going to do with that other dirt. I may throw it at the front of the property behind the limestone blocks that I put in. I'm going to do some raking and try to level out some of this and get rock back over on top of it. I think I'm going to go back and get another 4 or 5 shovelfuls of rock back there and put it up here, so I'll be back. 14 shovel poles. That's enough in there. Take it out, dump it in on the lake shore. That's plenty heavy. Need to switch sides so that my good knee is my lead foot. Of course, I got a rock in my shoe. Right in here. I think we can use it the most. That's where I need some more limestone. Just don't have a big enough wall through there. Let the rain spread it. I'm almost done. I just need to rake out the dirt that's in there. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this off. I'm gonna have to take a short break and clean out my shoe. I am not a princess and I can feel those rocks. I don't know if I'm as sore as I was last week putting those concrete block, but I know I'm as tired. Oh, I'm going to sit down and clean my shoe out and then get back to raking. Okay, I'm about done. I just need to rake this out and then put the tools away, lock up. I'm out of here. Looking at this looks like the water runs away from the bathroom, but may run back this way. So I'm gonna, when I rake this out, it'll give me a low spot right through there. So we can, the water has a channel to come off of there. But I got the broom out here. Good. There we go. It's okay. Okay. Turn you off while I put my tools up and my chair up, and we'll come back by, but I'll give you a look right now. So we've got a stoop all the way underneath that door. I did this one last week. Some of the dirt I dug up that had rock in it, I went ahead and put around. Since this falls off so fast, hopefully once it gets wet it'll harden a little bit and that'll keep all of the rock from washing away. So that's this one, and I just showed you the other one. I think that's going to help me. Now I'm going to turn you off and we'll have a walk around before I leave. So the doors are locked. this door locked. Turn off the light, pull the utility door shut. Everything in here, except for the lights, is off, and let there be no light, and the lights are off. Lock this up. Just need to pull it shut. Everything is in the SUV, the garbage, the trash, my water. That's where I placed the dirt that I took from around the new stoop. Boots in there. Release the Velcro. Zip this up. I tighten this roof with the strap. Oh, I put the goose fencing down from along the ditch and from the front. These maple trees are still holding on to their leaves, but this male apricot has lost all of its leaves. It's one of the first to do so. All these oaks still have theirs. I took what extra dirt I had and I just threw out here. Let the rain fill in. That's where I need to really get some more limestone. You see, the grass isn't that bad. I'm gonna wait until I need to mow the leaves before I mow the grass. Need to bring back some mortar so I can spread it around these and get these a little more stable. I locked that bathroom, flushed everything, pump off, 50 pounds of pressure. Lock the door, pull it shut. Here's what we did today. Feels pretty stable. Again, I need to get some mortar of those pieces in together. I think it is a little low in the middle, so hopefully it will flow out that way. As I said, this is, I think, the bluest sky I've seen down here in a while. I see a little pollution, and the wind must have changed. I see some pollution up there now. Well, I had my thermometer out. I was going to test the water, but I forgot. So I'm not going to waste my time. See if we can see what the temperature is. It says the temperature 71. I don't believe that. It's going down. I think it's more like 63. Maybe even cooler than that. I know I've worn a sweatshirt jacket all day. Yeah, it's slowing down some. I don't really care now. I just want to get out of here, to be honest. So, until I come down the next time, which may be next week, take care of yourself, stay safe.